When I was a young boy, I used to love watching Godzilla movies. His city-destroying, monster-battling, tail-sliding, flying through the air with his atomic breath antics made me the happiest child this side of the ghetto. The Big G had an unknown charm to him. Was it the sometimes dopey expression? The cheesy special effects? Or was it just the fact that he was motherfucking Godzilla? No one knows. As I was saying earlier, I loved Godzilla. Note how I said loved. It's on the test later, and it'll be worth 50% of your grade. Anyhoozle, back to our little tale. It all began 10 years ago. I was a poor white cracker in a ghetto neighborhood. On a daily basis, I would get beaten up by the local black population, because, I'm the center of attention. Whenever I got home, my dad beat the ever-loving fuck out of me for looking at the ever-growing tumor on his stomach. My mother was always using the flat-screen TV, watching her soap operas. When Dad got tired beating me up, I would scurry up to my room, making sure to lock the door when I get there. I would take out my small television set, configuring all the wires and shit. After that, I would take out a VHS. And what was the movie on the VHS, you ask? Godzilla, of course, but then tragedy struck. It all started when my copy of Godzilla vs. Megalon wore out. I couldn't believe it. I was upset, as in really upset. I grabbed the shotgun my dad keeps under his fat folds, then ran outside and shot a couple people, screaming like a fucking maniac. This act of insanity caught the attention of the local black population.
Damn, homie. That cracker ain't on his meds, you dig?
Said one of the black people. I was about to burn down a fucking orphanage full of puppies, kittens, and other adorable creatures when I noticed a flea market. Maybe they have a copy of Godzilla vs. Megalon, I thought to myself, throwing the shotgun to the ground as I dashed towards the flea market's entrance, ready for a shopping spree. Long story short, I found and bought a bootleg copy of Godzilla vs. Megalon, as well as a human skull, a bloody sweater, a book that describes a person who was a phone, and a Coca-Cola. The bootleg VHS was a bit peculiar in terms of looks. The image of Godzilla fighting Megalon was on a fiery battlefield, but something was off. The drills that were once on Megalon's hands were replaced with dildos. And Godzilla had what looked like bloodstains under his eyes. Like anyone with common sense, I ignored it and ran home, making sure to shank a couple pedestrians along the way. When I got home, I made sure to slowly creep up the stairs, making sure that I didn't wake up my Snorlax of a father. Then I made sure. I made it to my room, thankfully unscathed, and threw the VHS at the VCR. With my precision throwing skills, the tape made it into the VCR slot, cover and all. The VCR emitted a strange hissing sound, and the smell of burning VHS cover could be smelt. Then the movie began. The VHS started without any sort of FBI warning, but that's to be expected from a bootleg tape. The movie started normally, terrible dubbing at all, but that all changed when the monster Gigan appeared. It didn't even look like Gigan. Gigan had feathers instead of the leathery, scaly body texture, instead of chicken wings instead of scythes. Basically, Gigan was now a space chicken. This made me fucking mad. Gigan was my favorite fucking kaiju. Why is this happening? I threw my egg salad sandwich at the fucking television screen. Then I threw the TV remote out the window, where the local black population made a dash to catch it.
Yo, dog. Thanks for the back scratcher,
one of the ghetto dwellers said. I begrudgingly ignored this space chicken and continued to watch the film. Eventually, I reached the climax of the film. Jet Jaguar and Godzilla versus Gigan and Megalon. Something was off about the monsters, though. Godzilla had blood pouring out of his eyes, and Megalon had dildos instead of drill hands. Gigan still looked like a fucking chicken, and Jet Jaguar was, well, he's Jet Jaguar. He's always fucking creepy. That's when something weird happened. Jet Jaguar stopped and looked at me. He stared straight into my soul for a solid 20 seconds. With that same silly fucking music playing in the background. After Jet Jaguar was done staring longingly into my eyes, the fight began. Megalon's main attack was swinging his massive dildo drills around. Whatever touched them were left with this weird white sticky substance on the area that was smacked. Gigan didn't last too long. He was torn to pieces as soon as the fight began. This left Megalon to fend for himself. Jet Jaguar didn't really do anything. He just kind of stared at Megalon with his permanent creepy grin. Megalon couldn't handle the staring and just left the battlefield, leaving Godzilla and Jet Jaguar victorious. As soon as Godzilla and Jet Jaguar won, a strange figure appeared before them, taller than both of them combined. When I realized who the figure was, I was scarred for life. The figure was none other than Nicolas Cage. His terrifying figure was more than enough to make me want to turn my VCR off. And that's just what I did. I turned the VCR off, took the VHS out, and just chucked it out my fucking window, forever free from the cage that I was trapped in. I breathed a sigh of relief. But then, my small moment of reassurance was ruined when I heard a swarm. But what kind of swarm? A sort of buzzing. Wait. No. Oh God, no! Not the bees!